How did you and Troye meet like 10 years ago?
I put out this song called Bitch, which has become like my most successful song. And funnily enough, I produced that one. It was sort of the only one that I'd ever done. But anyway, I guess it caught his attention. He was known as just a YouTuber at that time and tweeted about it. And I was like, oh, like this person looks well known. I wrote a D. I was like, hey. And then he mentioned that he wanted to get into music. And you know Leland, right? Brett McLaughlin. Yeah. So Brett was like, let's do a session, set it up. And then we wrote that song that went to BTS. That's how we met.
Yeah, but then you would proceed to go on to write Blue Neighborhood and Bloom with him.
Yeah. So Troye, I think he just really liked that sort of, that group that wrote that first song. So it was Brandon Score, Leland, me, and Troye. And we just wrote a ton of songs for those two albums. And it was just a really natural, sort of fun thing.
Blue Neighborhood's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Oh, that's a great album, yeah.
I think it's one of the most impactful bodies of work and probably one of the most underrated albums ever. It's up there.
Yeah.
Severely underrated.
Yeah, is it? I mean, to me, like Troy's level of success is so high and his work is so much more known than mine that I guess I'm just like, is that underrated?
People gloss over Blue Neighborhood. Even though like it established him, like
you're right.
He's
not known for Blue Neighborhood.
But, dude, Youth. I mean, do
you remember the day you guys wrote Youth?
Oh yeah. Troye and I didn't like it.
No way.
I mean, he's admitted to that now, I think. I mean, I think that was sort of like the label was like, we need a single. And me, Alec, and Alex Hope was there for that too.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I remember we just wanted a line that like repeated and then had another line after it. I don't really remember. But yeah, I'm grateful to that song. That song definitely got me through some tough times.
Today, if you went into the studio, could you create a pop hit for yourself?
No.
No, you couldn't.
No, I'm not that kind of writer. I'm like I was at some Grammy party, like the #1's party, and they are interviewing me on the carpet, and they're like, "What's your advice for writing a #1 hit?" And I was like, "I've literally never written one. I don't know. It's not how I write." But I am pop. Like I'm undeniably pop and melody driven and like dramatic and so. I consider myself a pop artist, but I don't consider myself like a commercial radio writer. Not a good one, anyway. I feel like Leland is actually...
He's great.
He's so good. He's so good at that. And that's sort of like any sort of success that I've had has usually been a co-write with him because he knows how to doctor it and how to tailor it to like the mainstream,
Yeah, but you bring something special and needed to those rooms too, emotion and
undoubtedly. Yeah, I think I have a unique voice and perspective, but yeah, I'm not that kind of a writer.
Brett's a great guy.
Such a generous person.
Yeah, really good guy. He's really.
I think he's the one that introduced us. It's like, let me introduce you to Zach. Like
100%.
always stuff like that,
Really, but I kind of thought that's where I would have met you at his house because I've been there a few times.
I don't think so. I tend to not go to things like that. I'm too shy.
I get it.
Yeah.
But he good guy who really has kept the same people around him for a long time. And
yeah, very loyal.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Troy's a good person too.
Troy's an angel.
Yeah,
like
really sweet person.
Like really as nice as he comes across. But like just such a, both of them through my tumultuous journey in the music industry have been total angels to me.